You are sitting in a high-stakes exam. The room is dead silent. Then, from somewhere deep inside your abdomen, a loud, rumbling growl echoes across the desks. Everyone looks at you. Most people assume this sound is a direct signal of an empty stomach demanding food. Is Borborygmi. It is a normal byproduct of a functioning digestive system, occurring independently of how recently you've eaten. The digestive tract is an active acoustic instrument, generating sound through its constant rhythmic movement. This is the human digestive system. It functions as a continuous biological tube. To move material through this tube, the muscles lining its walls perform a series of wave-like contractions called peristalsis, steadily pushing the food and fluid mixture forward. Squeezing that mixture through these narrowed muscular channels creates pressure changes and mechanical vibrations. You are hearing the sound of internal contents being physically forced through a tight space. While we call these stomach growls, the sound usually originates much lower in the abdomen, vibrating through the coils of the small and large intestines. This rumble represents the mechanical acoustic friction of a biological conveyor belt physically transporting material. Peristalsis happens around the clock, yet the abdomen only sounds like a thunderstorm when we haven't eaten for several hours. During its empty fasting state, the gut triggers a rigorous housekeeping cycle called the migrating motor complex. Intense muscular waves sweep the empty tube clean, rapidly moving small pockets of leftover air and liquid through the system. Think of shaking a bottle packed with solid food versus one containing only water and air. The air-filled bottle produces much louder, echoing splashes. An empty abdomen serves as an internal echo chamber. Without food to absorb the energy, vibrations from these housekeeping sweeps bounce freely and amplify. Fasting exposes the existing sounds of digestion by removing the physical dampening of food, making normal internal movements audible to everyone in the room. Specific variables can turn these routine gurgles into a roar. The most common factor is the presence of gas. Gas enters the system either through swallowed air or through the bacterial fermentation of undigested carbohydrates in the lower intestine. As shown here, when gas bubbles are squeezed through a narrow muscular gap, they stretch and pop. This movement of air through liquid generates high-volume bubbling noises. Diets high in carbonated drinks or certain high-fiber foods increase the volume of air, providing more material for these audible pops and splashes. Psychology also plays a role through the gut-brain axis, the direct neural link between the brain and the digestive system. When the brain perceives stress or anxiety, the nervous system accelerates contractions. This creates a sudden, high-speed rush of fluids and air, generating immediate noise. Extreme stress or specific diets simply hyperactivate the gut's internal acoustics, making the mechanical sounds of the body more frequent and much louder. Continuous movement is a biological requirement for healthy digestion. Because movement creates sound, a completely silent abdomen is often a cause for medical concern. Abdominal sounds are typically only a clinical issue if they vanish entirely or occur alongside severe pain, vomiting, or a total inability to pass blockages. For most people, these vibrations are a constant presence. They happen while you sleep, exercise, and work, as the digestive system never truly powers down. While a growl and a quiet can feel like a social failure, it is the sound of a highly engineered organ system working to maintain your health. The next time your gut interrupts a silent room, remember that you are simply hearing the sound of a complex biological machine functioning exactly as it was designed.